Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Lucia Palme. You can call me Lucia. Today I'm going straight to the point. I'm going to talk about 5 things that you need to consider before accepting that job. Yes, you send your CV to the HR, you easy apply on LinkedIn, you might be on stage 2 of the interview, you are in that line of applying for a job and have gotten a response. What do you need to consider before accepting the job, before continuing forward? I have over 10 years of experience job hunting in this life, and I have got a few tips, to be exact, 5, that will help you to understand better about a company. The professional life is important, either if you have a 9 to 5, if you are a freelancer, if you are anybody that is out there. Work does take quite a lot of my time during my week, so I like to join a company, an organization that is a good gig. You may wonder, this company sounds good. Is the culture good? How does it look like? How is the work-life balance? At the hiring process time, everybody looks shiny and they look really good. Take my advice, go the extra mile. I'm going to talk to you about 5 things that I consider, things that I do really in order to enhance my decision and really make sure that it's the best. Let's dive into them. Tip number 1, read what other employees say about the company. Read what they write about. Glassdoor is a website where you can rate a company that you have been or that you are at. Also, you can see the salaries, you can see where they hire, you can see what is the rating on the CEO. This is by far the best website that you can encounter. If you go to their website, which is pretty much glassdoor.co.uk, for me, in this case, that I'm based in the UK, you can see, as I said, jobs, what is the recent activity, some job alerts, you could actually do job hunting. Discover companies, so we could go on, for example, let's go on Tesco's, what people are saying about Tesco's and what the company is about. You could see in here how they write down a really nice overview, what they are about, the technology, the graduates. So if they have like an intro video, their Tesco reviews, anything from 3.9 to 5 is ideal. So Tesco is not really at this very moment rating that good. And also the reviews from people. You could see as well the interviews, how hard they are, how easy they are, and what people say. In this case, I have searched for this in terms of salary in order to scale yourself of what they are paying, your expectations, if it aligns with what you are searching for, and their benefits, photos even, and diversity. In these cases that you are like queer or from any other minority, Black, women, you can see how diverse they are. Tip number 2 is actually talk to ex-employees. Yes, I have said it right. Ex-employees. You have actually checked, if you check Glassdoor, the written really reviews, but you could verbally talk to them. Where are they? Where to find them? And linking. I have done it. Either a connection, second, third, fourth, or a cold email. You will be surprised. People really reply to you. And I have had more yes, let's have a chat, that no. I can show you literally on LinkedIn, you go, you search in here what they are about. For example, if we continue on Tesco's, you can see all my emails there. If you go on Tesco's and then you actually go on them, you can go on people and then start searching for ex-employees. There is also another way of seeing this. You actually click, you see all the results. This is the good way. And then you go on people So you go, you see all people, you go on all filters, and you go further if like their past company was Tesco, which is what we are searching for. So you show the results, and then you can see here people that have been ex of Tesco, really UX design lead, and that's the way for you to search for them. And in order to approach them, I have here a few emails where really a template in order to address them. In my case, it's user experience or service design. So something along the lines that your professional journey really stood up to me, and I'm very interested in building my career as for you will be user researcher, or it could be service designer. And in this case, looking to get some clarity, and I would really appreciate a brief call upon. So that's a really good way of contacting them. As I said, I have way more cool responses, so responses that really knows. Will they reply? Will they not? You already have the no. Remember that you can only get to the climax, which is a yes, and have a chat and understand from inside out, that insider's view, how that company works and what they are about in the office that you might join or remotely. Ask questions to the hiring manager. That's my tip number 3. As I said, you may be already in the process. You might have a few emails, you got a response that they want you for an interview, or you might be in step 2, 3. This also works if you have easily applied, or if you have applied, send your CV. Find the HR on LinkedIn. They're accessible and they're very easy to reach. Once you have done that, ask questions. It is a two-way conversation. You need to show interest, and that's a way to show interest, yes, by asking questions, becoming engaged with what the organization is about and the inside out. In this case, I have a few questions that I always write them, which they go from what is a typical structure, of a multidisciplinary team at this company, how long does a project last for, what type of projects you are on, also more soft, so related to the job and your environment. What is the work-life balance in here? What is the flexible work policy? What are the expected working hours? What are the normal working hours? As well are where are the clients based, if you might have to travel or not, where is the office located, and what 2 things you like about the company, what 2 things you dislike. I also go the extra mile. I go beyond and I ask for learning and development. That for me is a very important part of my day-to-day and my job. So I actually ask what is their budget and if they dedicate any time per week for me to actually develop my soft and hard skills in the job. In this case, I really think and take notes about what they are, and really link to the job description as well. So I try to keep everything in one. Same case that for linking, if you really go on HR or you pretty much, I use the same. If I go to Tesco's and then I really go to the retail, if I go to people and I search for HR, I'm pretty sure that a person will come here, more than one. HR, you have the head office, the technology. They are usually split by what they recruit for, the type of job. So if they are really recruiting for tech, so here we have a talent acquisition, which is another name keyword that you can use. And here you have as well business partners, so you have the human resource director, so you have a few people that you can ping and connect. A quick message will do and will really make you to stand out. Number 4 is actually going the extra mile. I have called it this way because it is the top of extra mile. Google might tell you stuff about the company. They usually relate or link you to the website, link you to their linking. But what about what people write, employees, about their work in the organization? That's where Medium comes in. If you go here to Google and then you pretty much write Medium, and then you really go to medium, but in this case we're gonna go for medium and then made tech. So you can actually go to their section in medium where they write about themselves or like what they are into. In this case is made for is made tech, which is a technology company based in London, consultancy to be more precise, and then they talk about what they really are into: a better servant leader in an agile delivery team. So you can see the topics that they talk about, and also if you have people that are linked to them that they might be working for, you know, made for or similar. You definitely can go further in Medium and really explore if you can link people from LinkedIn that they are employees in there that you follow, usually designers, marketers, anybody in tech, even beyond tech, people from policy, from government. They usually write in Medium. Is a website where people write stuff about their job, write stuff about their culture, and beyond, about mental health, about diversity, anything related. So you must better go and find what they are about. Go to events. That's the extra mile offline. Companies, as I said, they say a lot of stuff, but what about seeing them live? You can meet people that work at the organization and maybe see if they're actually talking about their work, seeing how they connect, how they interact. A face-to-face is the best way of knowing somebody. Also, you can talk to them, you can see their characters and exactly what they say about their work in real life. Also, you could have a feeling if it's in their company. Here in London, there are like thousands of events, and I actually feel very lucky because I could do that very often. Going to an organization that I like, for example, Bumble, and then see what they are about. They usually run events at their organizations, or another will be, for example, Spark. So in order to find this, I will just put Spark Design Events and go to websites as their website, for example, that they have events that they listed. So you can see here a whole list of past events that they have. And once you go to them, you usually see what the event was about and the information that in this case is actually recorded, so I could have a look at it. So I can go to their website, but also I could go to Eventbrite. That's a website where you can see a lot of events being announced, and they are online and offline. In this case, I'm talking about the extra mile offline. So I will search for Spark in the events and see if there is something in London, which might or might not appear. But for example, I do also go to events that are side related. So I know that Spark might have a relationship with She Says, which is an organization that empowers women and does events around that. So She Says, I will search for that here, and then I can actually see that they have an event coming up. So I will see what their event is about, if it's convenient for me to go really see if it's free or not, and then read their description. So I could see, for example, in this case, they're doing it at Biden plus Kennedy. I might be applying for one job in Biden and Kennedy. So it will really make sense for me to go and see what they are about. So events really are a great space to meet the company and potentially your future boss, your future work colleagues. A simple step that will take you very, very forward in you accepting or considering that job that you have applied for. That's all for today. There are the 5 things that I consider and I check before accepting a job or before going into the next round of interviews. What about you? What do you do in order to check an organization or a company that you have applied for and you are in a round of interviews with them? Tell me in the comments below. Remember to give me a thumbs up, subscribe and like for more. See you in the next video. Bye now.